time together. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. All right, so we're gonna start by grounding ourselves in what we're seeing across the site. Overall, our pre-K classes are showing strong performance in rhyming and blending compound words, and most classrooms are about 90% in those areas. Where we're seeing opportunities to grow are onset fluency and final sound isolation, where we're averaging is closer to 40%. So in your pre-K classrooms, Vicky, your class averaged about 70% in rhyme recognition and about 40% in onset fluency. So students like Logan and Angela are progressing steadily, but they're gonna benefit from more targeted tier 2 support when it comes to isolating beginning sounds. Elsie, your class shows similar strengths, about 80% in rhyme recognition and around 45% in onset fluency, and roughly 70% in final sound isolation. Omi is starting to show emerging awareness and could really benefit from short daily sound play activities. So, what stands out to you when you look at your data? Is there anything that surprises you or maybe just confirms what you're already noticing during your small group or circle time?
The final sounds definitely, stands out the most. And I'm noticing when I'm doing Heggerty, they're having trouble with it. When I'm having them label things or maybe write something, they definitely have more trouble with the final sounds. I would say also sometimes, I would say sometimes also like when they're segmenting a word, sometimes it's hard for them to take it apart. They just kind of repeat after me the same word, and I kind of have to tell them to do two different words. But yeah, those two things.
For me, onset fluency and isolating final sounds has always started as the hardest because they're not quite yet listening to those sounds. And I feel like with continued practice and the way we do the hand motions with like beginning sounds, ending sounds, that is actually pushing them. This was done so early that they weren't yet doing that so much and understanding like, okay, this means the beginning sound, this means the ending sound. So I think now with more practice, that'll help them push forward because now they understand the meaning. It's not just a movement; it means something to them. And then as we're doing rhyming words now, what we saw in the beginning was initial. Now they're making up rhyming words. And with that Heggerty practice on a daily basis, now they're doing thumbs up if it rhymes, thumbs down if it doesn't. And that continued practice helps them remember, okay, if it doesn't have the same ending sound, it doesn't rhyme. And continuing, we even do it, we make up silly names that rhyme. Today we read Henny Penny, do those names rhyme? And all the different names in the book. So pointing out rhyming words in different places also encourages them will encourage us to build that skill as well.
Okay, thank you for sharing. All right, so we're gonna start with our first reflection tool, which is Notice and Wonder. It's really simple. It's just about staying curious before we start planning solutions. So first, we notice, what do we see? Then we wonder, what questions or ideas come up based on what we see? So I'm gonna give you an example. I noticed that in both classes, students are strong with rhyming, but onset fluency seems to be the skill that's lagging. I wonder if we need more visual or movement-based supports to help students hear the first sound in words. So now I'll take a minute to think or jot down something you notice and something you wonder. And then we're gonna share.
You said I wonder, you said I notice,
So
and I
something we
wonder.
notice, like sounds are having, and then maybe if we wonder if maybe like what we can do.
How you get, yes.
Okay,
How you,
what strategies?
mhm. Yes,
Question,
yes.
with the Haggerty assessments, they take a baseline at the
Correct.
beginning, when's the next one?
Form A.
But when is it?
Post end of the year.
End of the year? This
No, there's,
I was gonna say-
throughout the,
right, yes.
throughout the year, we
It's-
have, yeah.
There's several, okay.
Yes,
Right, this was before we kind of even like.
yes.
Yeah.
So we usually put baseline,
Mhm.
onto the Excel spreadsheet and the post on the Excel, but everything else is actually online. So you're gonna see the due dates.
Okay,
Right, which is
In your
online,
Haggerty
this will say the
online.
beginning and the end,
Yeah,
so
this
you'll
is
see the
the-
total.
yes.
on the
That's what it
Haggerty
was,
website?
yeah.
When you input your, there's gonna be assessment, A, B, and C form.
Okay,
That's where you're gonna be inputting, not on this anymore. It's gonna be on your Haggerty website. Do you have, you definitely do have it.
We're gonna.
okay,
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're
okay,
good.
we're okay with the time.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah,
oh,
anything, okay.
so I noticed the final sounds are something they're having a lot of trouble with.
Yeah.
I wonder if underlining the sound, maybe in the morning message, question of the day, emphasizing it more when we're speaking, will help them pick it up a little bit more. More small group instruction where they can hear the sound. Also, maybe like it's something where it's tangible, right? Like let's say, items like a block or something like that where they're seeing it, kind of like see it, say it, maybe like write it, see it, say it, spell it, whatever it is, where they can hear the sound and possibly write it as well. So we're just like doing it more so it becomes, just natural for them to hear it. Because I feel like it's kind of like going over their head.
Thank you for
Mm.
sharing.
Okay, so I noticed that there's strength everywhere with the blending segments, blending and segmenting syllables and compound words. But when it comes to the movements with the different sounds, so I do this with my arm. So for beginning sound, ending sound, and soon it'll be middle sound. But what I would wonder is if they don't show growth with the next one, what else can I do? And I like the idea of what you said, underlining that ending sound in like the morning message.
Pointing it out a lot more.
Yeah, and just having it visible for them to see.
I think it's harder than the beginning sound.
Yeah.
It's like no matter what we're doing, it's just when we do the beginning sound and they hear like dog, duh, duh, it's just they just
They only hear the beginning.
yeah, they're just automatically hearing it, and we do that with the morning meeting now. Kind of we leave a letter out.
I do, yep.
We can kind of do that with the ending sound instead for a little bit, or every other day.
Yeah.
And some of the sounds are hard because if it's like a word with the CK or the CH or SH, I mean, that's definitely harder for them, but, the more we do it, then.
Yeah, the more exposure.
Exactly.
So I love how you're both noticing similar trends, and it sounds like rhyming and blending are really solid, but onset and final sounds are where we can go together.
Mhm.
So we're gonna build on that insight with our next framework, see it, name it, do it. See it, what stands out most to you in your data